one of these that you hit it this way, and sometimes it'll run faster. And I get it, hit it that way, next time it runs slower. Father's Day gift, I've been informed. That's what that's going to get a new heck of riff for. Hey man, let's stand and sing Heaven's Jubilee, 110.
Singing in the Holy Ghost. Boy, they shout all over the place. Amen. It's good to be in the house of the Lord today. Good to be with God's people. Had a good service this morning, but that's gone. It's in the past, and this is a new service. Amen. And the Lord has something for us tonight. Amen. And so we've got much to be in prayer about. We want to continue to remember Brother Spry and his family. And he is going to be back Sunday for Father's Day. He'll be back, and so we want to remember him and his family, and he's looking forward to being back in the house of God. And then we want to remember Sister Joanne Massey. Sister Joanne she's had a time trying to heal up, and she said once she gets healed, she'll be back in the house of God. So remember Sister Joanne, and we want to remember Sister Betty. Sister Betty came through her test and some things they had to do, and we appreciate folks praying for her and what the Lord has done. Continue to remember Sister Hannah. Good to have her here with us today. Amen. That always makes things better when Sister Hannah's here. Amen. I said this, and I believe this with all my heart. Sister Hannah has probably touched more lives than some people has touched, some preachers have touched in their whole ministry. And so we appreciate Sister Hannah today. And then we want to remember Sister Linda Smith. She's having a hard time, and she needs a touch from the Lord. And Sister Dot Bumgardner and Mr. Bumgardner has both recovered, and they have a long road ahead of them, so we want to remember them in prayer. Good to see Brother Boyd here with us today, and we appreciate Brother Boyd. Brother Boyd's a blessing from the Lord, and so we appreciate what God is doing in his life. We want to remember Sister Sylvia and Brother Boyd's sisters. They have some sickness and need a touch from the Lord, and so we want to remember them in prayer. Any unspoken requests by the uplift of the hand? All across the building, folks have raised their hands. All right, any spoken requests at this time? Amen. Amen. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's remember that. Then we'll pray.
Also remember my grandma Barbara, I talked to my mom right before I came to church, and the oxygen's not doing like it's supposed to on our breathing, so I remember the girl sick have at night time, so let's just remember her in prayer.
Amen. Amen. Anybody else tonight? Amen.
The scripture says, "No, that I didn't have anyone."
Amen. 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 God is good. Amen. Anybody else? Remember Brother Clay in prayer. All right. If not, we'll get Brother Mark Francis take us to the throne of grace.
All that you bring in the children and all that you love you us in our heart and life. I pray, God, Lord, that you trust this road forward. There is secret, God. This is what I pray. I will please the Lord and trust that He has testimony, God. God, I pray, Lord, that you come to her in. Lord, I pray, God, for his life, Lord, to touch her. God, I pray, Lord, that you come to give her, Lord, that this business goes away from your will. Lord, I pray for all her requests in the ministry tonight, God. God, you see the deal in the heart. I pray, God, you do that each week. I love you, Lord.
Amen. Amen. It's good to be in God's house. If you're visiting with us, we welcome you to the house of God. You couldn't have went anywhere to make anybody feeling better than what you've made us feel here with your visit. Just a couple of announcements we want to go over. Remember, we'll have Wednesday night service at 7 o'clock. And then on Sunday, we'll have our Sunday school. And we'll have one class out here in the sanctuary. And that'll be at 10 o'clock. And then Sunday morning at 11. And it'll be Father's Day. And so no doubt we'll have a special service for Father's Day. And so you want to remember that. Then back at Sunday night at 6 o'clock. And so we just got some exciting news to be able to be back in the house of God, be able to start Sunday school. Brother Joe did a tremendous job this morning on the Sunday school lesson. And that Sunday school lesson fit the signs of the time. Amen. And it just lined up for exactly what we're going through and what we're facing. But God reminds us that He's faithful to His people. Amen. No matter what we may have to go through, God is faithful to His people. Want to remind you of social distancing. We need to continue to practice social distancing. And we encourage folks to wear a mask into the sanctuary. And if you don't wear a mask, just be courteous to those who do. And so just want to continue to remind you of that. It's good to be here. How many's glad they're able to come to the house of God tonight? Amen. All right, we'll get Sister Maxine to come and begin our singing this evening. And Brother Joe and Brother Jim's going to help Sister Maxine. And so she's going to come. Sister Maxine's a blessing. I appreciate her testimony this morning. And I tell you, you can't go wrong depending on God. Amen. You just can't go wrong depending on Him. And so you pray for Sister Maxine, Brother Jim, Brother Joe as they come.
Jordan deep and wide, and
folks out there, no doubt they're waiting for us to get there. Amen. One of these days, we'll be there. We'll see them face to face. The next time we see them, they won't be bent over. They won't be in hospital beds. Amen. They'll be made whole and complete. Amen. Amen. What a blessing that is. Sister Mary, you got your song for us? Amen. Amen. You got something for us? Betty, you's got something for us? Ain't got no song. I bet if you get together, you can get a song. Ain't got one? Okay, all right. Amen. All right. Bernice, you got something for us today? Amen. Yeah. You pray for Sister Bernice as she comes. Amen. We appreciate Sister Bernice. Amen. Her faithfulness to the Lord. Amen. Amen. Ain't it good to be in God's house? Boy, I tell you, I feel it today. Amen. Somebody said you can't go on feelings. Well, no, but it sure is good when you can't feel Him. Amen. Amen. You pray for Sister Bernice as she comes and gets us.
I see a bridge, a way to cross.
he's coming, I want to say I'm proud of my brother.
Amen.
Proud of what he's done for the Lord and how the Lord's blessing him. And I appreciate him, amen. And, you know, just starting out pastoring church and then this kind of stuff happens. I've watched him pray many nights, cry and ask the Lord for guidance.
Yes, brother.
Boy, I appreciate that. I appreciate that in a man who realizes he don't know everything. And he needs the Lord's help. Amen. I appreciate that. So you'll have to do some of this. As I kneel in the darkness, in the middle of the night, praying for assurance, everything's gonna be alright. Lord, I'm in another battle, and it's right in front of me. I'm afraid I won't be able, and I'll go down in defeat. And he said, do you remember where I brought you from? Take a look around you and see how far you've come. And every time I ask you, didn't I deliver you? So why would you be thinking that I wouldn't see you through? And didn't I walk on the water, and I calmed the raging sea? I spoke to the wind, it hushed and I gave you peace. And didn't I run to your rescue? Didn't I hear you when you called? I won't drive beside you just so you wouldn't fall. And didn't I leave all of heaven just to die for your sin? I searched until I found you, and I do it all again. And now she's talking to her father in a house that was once a home.